This video is in response to Pat Condell's video on the fact that the Muslim fanatics in Canada are bringing Maclean's magazine in front of the Human Rights Commission because they've published something that they feel was derogatory towards Islam. First of all, let me say this. The reason I consider Islam to be very, very dangerous is because Muhammad, in his drug-addled, vision-seeing self, built statecraft into Islam. And the problem with that is I do not want to live under Muhammad's drug-induced visions, because that's precisely what will happen if we let these Islamic fundamentalists get away with that in Canada. And it's almost happening here in the U.S. too. We've got the Minnesota cases. We've got the, and this is the other thing too, is we've got the religious crawling out of the woodwork here in the U.S. Pharmacists that won't dispense birth control because of their beliefs. It boggles my mind. I am a firm believer in the separation of church and state, and I want to put up a strong brick wall between the two. A thought experiment I do sometimes is, what would have happened had the Christians been successful during the Crusades of stamping out Islam? And the answer I get to that is you'd have Christians that were just as bad as the Islamics right now. I guess you can see the point. I consider all religion fairly evil, which would explain why I'm pretty much an atheist. But these Islamic people, it just irks me that they're going to waste all that money on the part of the magazine just because they didn't like something printed. I mean, if you remember the Dutch newspapers that printed the cartoons of Muhammad's sidekick Allah. Oh wait, no, they printed Muhammad. I'm sorry, but please, you can't even depict the Prophet without pissing someone off. That's ridiculous. Come on. And plus their attitudes towards their women, making them wear the head-to-toe burqas and everything else. I have to always question, what woman would willingly submit to Islam? There's got to be something better than that. And you mean to tell me that the men who practice Islam can't control themselves? That's why their women have to be covered head to toe in that garb? It's ridiculous, all of it. We'd all be better off without religion.